from my better self. It's like no one else even really spread.
Hi ladies, welcome to another decluttering video, and as you can tell from the title, we are doing a massive declutter of the playroom before Christmas. So this is a little preview of what's happening in each of the drawers. As you can see, a lot of dolls, a lot of Barbie accessories, puzzles in another drawer, and just a bunch of just random little things that my kids have gathered over the past year. My kids are 7 and 10, and they don't have too many toys. I did a huge declutter with them last year, but toys tend to just appear from random places. They get different party favors, they get gifts from at school, from family members. So it's definitely important to go through their things on a regular basis to make sure that we are on top of things. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Marta. I am a full-time working mom, and on my channel I do a lot of decluttering, organizing, just running your household from a working mom perspective. So every year I do go through decluttering of the playroom, probably actually twice a year. In the past, typically I would do like a massive declutter after Christmas, but last year for the first time I did it before Christmas, and I absolutely loved it. So I wanted to keep that sort of as a tradition, a routine before Christmas, that we go through all the toys and the clutter. And what you didn't see in the video is the drawers full of dolls and Barbie's accessories, I told my daughter to go through them. So what you see, in front of me here, those are all the things she already went through, and she said she doesn't want them anymore. So it's quite a pile. So I am just organizing the little stuff into two of the bins, so she can have easy access. You can see her feet on the couch. I was just asking for a few things if she was sure she wants to keep it or throw it away, some of the little things. But I really believe that kids should be involved in decluttering. It's just easier on both a parent and a child, because one, you don't accidentally throw something that they actually enjoy playing with, and two, it is really teaching them some good habits. So you're gonna see for this top drawer, I just left it empty. I just left it alone, and I did tackle it later on in the day, because a lot of things on that first drawer were different pieces for our game table, and I was trying to give it to somebody. So we have like a neighborhood, kind of like a free page. So if you have an item that you're giving away, you post it there, and people can, if they want it, they claim it, that they're interested, and they come and pick it up. So I got rid of basically most of the things in that first drawer as well. But those are, again, the things that both of my kids, my daughter and my son, came in for the two bottom drawers. They sorted through all the game and got rid of most of the things. So I was really proud of them. They have gotten really good with knowing, yes, I like it, or no, I'm no longer playing with that. And as you saw, I was also debating how to organize the different types of playing cards. And I originally put them in a little box, and then I remembered I had a clear container for, I think it was like for tea, that I had an extra one in the basement, so I brought it in, and it was perfect for the playing cards. So it really makes me happy when I can organize things nicely with the stuff that I already have. So let me know if you're doing any decluttering before Christmas this year.
You were my best friend, didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space, so brave and so stupid, just like the movies. How it's gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you, you and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters, stray around like nighttime.
And now I am just putting the things away in a bag so I can put most of those things went for donation, and some of it was just, trash, so I did get rid of it. But I wanted to make sure that I looked through them to get rid of any pieces that were broken or just some random things that my kids have that are definitely not something that should be donated. But you're gonna see in a little bit that they got rid of quite a bit of things. And it's funny because when things are put away, it doesn't look like they have that many things. But once they went through it, it was amazing to see how many things they no longer played with and were, completely fine getting rid of. And I want to make sure I give you some encouragement in case you are struggling with your kids either participating or just not wanting to get rid of stuff. Because while it was really easy for me to do it this year, last year it was harder. The very first time it was really hard because they wanted to keep things. It's their things, or they had so many toys then that when we were going through the decluttering, they discovered things that they have not played with in a really long time and they wanted it again. So it is definitely hard the first time you do it, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. And I promise it's just so much better when kids are participating in that decluttering process. It just makes it so easy, and it's so, I don't know, maybe not fun, but it's so encouraging to watch my kids when they are going through that decluttering process, or just realizing by themselves, even when I don't tell them, hey, I don't play with this anymore, can I get rid of it? So it's definitely something I did not learn as a kid. I didn't have that many toys, so that's one thing. But two, it's just something I wish I have learned at a younger age, so I didn't have to struggle with so much clutter when I entered my adult life and when we got married, got our own house. I think things would have looked much more differently, and I would have started with much better habits when we started a family than I did. So I'm hoping that by teaching them to declutter at the young age, that they're gonna have an easier time when they become adults. So definitely let me know down below if you brought your issues with clutter from your childhood, or is it something that you just struggled with as an adult? And those are the 2 bags that we are getting rid of so far. And here is how it is looking. She was able to consolidate all her dolls and accessories into one drawer, so we have this one empty. The games, I think they only got rid of a couple, so it's still looking quite a bit full. And then as you can see, the games, much less than before. Before they were almost full, so they definitely did get rid of quite a bit of stuff.
You and me stuck on the ocean now, nothing but waves and they're spilling in. I wanna dry up, but you just keep on going, don't you? I don't even know how we got here, all my reasoning have disappeared. I wanna bury the hatchet and find the way back to our home, our home, our home. We don't have to drift inside this dome. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there to a place with no cares. We can turn this ship around. We can turn this ship around all the way back home. Chasing all that we do not have. Chasing all that we don't have. Chasing all that we do not have.
And then I moved on to all the bins that I had in that one storage unit, where it was just a lot of games and different crafts. So I did look through that. I did ask them. You cannot see my kids, but I was asking them if they wanted to still keep some of them. There were a few games that just my daughter played when she was learning her letters. So I wanted to make sure that she, if she still wanted to keep it or get rid of it, and she did end up getting rid of it. So I think we ended up getting rid of maybe 3 or 4 games, and the rest are things that they are playing with. So we did keep those. I was just kind of rearranging that. And you're gonna see later in the video that, I wanted to get or go through all the stuff because I need to get rid of one of the storage cabinets that we have here and move the one that you see right here into the corner. So that was something that I was doing the following week. You're gonna see it in a couple of minutes. But I wanted to go through those things to declutter as much as possible so we can consolidate into whatever we're gonna be left with as far as storage goes. And the reason why we are getting rid of that is because I want to put a TV in that playroom. So they're gonna have a TV stand, and I'm assuming we're gonna buy one with storage under it. But I want to be able, or I was trying to consolidate into what we are gonna be left with in that room before we get a TV stand. So it is easier for me to make a decision of what type of TV stand we need. So I hope that makes sense. So we didn't get a TV stand yet, or the TV. There's a few steps that we have to do, like run the electricity, the cables, all of that into that room. And so hopefully we're gonna get that done before Christmas. And as you can see, we have a lot of Play-Doh stuff. I tried to get rid of some of it last year or even 6 months ago, and that was a definite no from both of the kids. But as you're gonna see on the floor, they did get rid of quite a bit this time because they truly don't play with it. But I'm trying not to be pushy towards them when I know they don't play with something. If they still want to keep it, I do let them keep it. I try to ask questions, are you still playing with it? Are you sure you're gonna play with it? But if they are, set on, yes, I want to keep it, I do let them. And usually then, after 6 months, and this time after a year, really, they finally said, what, yes, we really don't play with it, so it's okay to get rid of it. Which I was definitely happy to do because I feel like we had a lot. And this is all the things we are getting rid of. There's also like a chess board. It's something that we're getting rid of because it's damaged. And this is the game table that we are getting rid of as well. They really have not played with it in a long time. So we had a discussion about it, and they both agreed that yes, we should give it to somebody else so they can enjoy it. And this is the drawer I mentioned before in the video. A lot of stuff went with that table. Somebody picked it up for their grandkids, and that left this drawer with very little things inside.
Wake me up, I'm getting tired of sleeping. Think I've had enough. I've been gone, but haven't done much healing. It's pretty clear to me. Kinda strange how I can take a beating from my bed.
And here we are on another day, although my outfit looks very similar, but it's definitely not the same day, where I was ready to start rearranging the furniture. So the plan for that day was to get rid of that cabinet in the corner, put that in the basement. For now, I'm gonna use that as extra storage for our pantry, and move the bookshelf or the storage unit into that corner so we can have the TV in the middle of the room. You're gonna see in a little bit where that would go. But that just required a lot of vacuuming, moving furniture, rearranging things, moving items from one area to another. So definitely the process that took quite a bit, but you're gonna see I'm extremely happy with how it turned out.
You've told me more than once to show you my intention. My brain gets blocked at times, but now somehow I'll give you my attention. You've got to know that I ain't a person who understands all the clockwork of our romance. You make me feel so alive, always there in my mind. But I just don't know if I'll dance with the light. lights on. If you're gonna be moving on solo, wait a second, cause they're playing the best song. I'll be there if you reach out to me.
And now, of course, this process would have taken much longer if I didn't already sort through all the things. So I didn't have to declutter that day. That day was just really rearranging and organizing it into their new spots, new place. Everything that was on this one, it basically went back into it. But I did have, I think, one extra bin that was empty. And as you saw, there was an empty drawer in one of the cabinets that I had. So I was just concentrating more on how to arrange it, so it made sense. But if I had to do everything in one day, I probably would not make it. I would run out of time. So definitely projects like that take me a few days, especially, since I do work during the week. After school, after work, I have a lot of, or my kids have a lot of activities, so I do drive back and forth quite a bit. So projects like that are, for majority of the time, are left for the weekend. So because I don't want to also spend the entire weekend cleaning or organizing, for me, I typically spread it out across 2, 3, sometimes even 4 weeks. So let me know how you do that. When do you typically do your bigger organizing or decluttering projects? So it is funny as I'm looking at this video how it seems like very seamless, like, I'm moving things from one place to another, but in reality, I kind of move this table back and forth, whether I wanted to put it this way or, turn the table around so there is more space to walk through. It's definitely takes much longer in real life, and if I left all the footage, this would be a very, very long video. But I definitely am not that quick, and it's not like a seamless decision making here. It's going back and forth. Later on, I was moving the chairs around that the kids have in the playroom, and I think I moved them like 3 or 4 times before deciding of where they're gonna stay. So I don't know if you're the same way or if you have a much easier time making decisions where to place things, but that is definitely not me. I typically will think about it, move it around, and then I think I make a final decision, and sometimes I change it a day later because I don't like it. So it's definitely a process for me.
You've told me more than once to show you my intention. My brain gets blocked at times, but now somehow I'll give you my attention. You've got to know that I ain't a person who understands all the clockwork of our romance. You make me feel so alive, always there in my mind. But I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on. If you're gonna be moving on solo, wait a second, cause they're playing the best song. I'll be there if you reach out to me. Reach out to me.
So this is a reminder of how it was before. It's not too cluttered, but this is why I wanted to insert the before, because now you can see how much more space there is, so that the TV is gonna go between that table and the Barbie dollhouse. So against the wall in front of the couch. So the couch is gonna move a little bit as well to the other side. But overall, I'm just happy that I was able to fit all their toys into those two storage units or cabinets without, having to really get anything else into that room. That just meant that they did a really good job decluttering. And now when we get a TV stand, it's just gonna be, for minimal things. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it gave you some motivation. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.